Scusi? Hey, Dad,
Beautiful, isn't it? Oh,
why don't we spend a couple minutes walking through the courtship,
Oh.
marriage, honeymoon, how you met Mom, the whole story, as much as you can get in 5-10 minutes.
well, that's a good place. This would be a romantic area to talk about it in. Is this not Florence, a romantic part of Italy? Uh, let's go back to 1964 when I returned home from my mission from Uruguay, and I went to Burbank. My parents, the family, had moved to Burbank from West Los Angeles at the time while I was on my mission, so I returned home to a whole new area. Went to Burbank Ward and started to go to the MN and Gleaners, if anyone knows what that was at the time. It was an organization just for people in their 20s, singles, and we were taught after the mission that we should start looking for a wife pretty quick. And so I did just that and attended the activities. And when the Gleaners, the girls, came out, I remember them walking down the steps of the church, and I started talking with the group, and I talked with several of the girls, and then I started to talk to Mom for the first time, and got to know her and somewhat interviewed her, if I can say that. Questions like, what do you do? Well, I'm a secretary for NBC. I was at CBS. She was a secretary. I said, well, that's good, she's working. How about school? Well, I've graduated. Oh, that sounds good. Here's a girl that's educated, graduated, has a job. That's the kind of girl I'm looking for. But more importantly, she was really good looking. Really cute girl. She was really interested in athletics, sports. She had a boyfriend at the time that was a quarterback who was up at BYU, and I thought, well, I'm not going to have much of a chance with Christine Otterstrom, but what the heck, I said I would give it a try, and I believe our first date was to Disneyland. It was exciting, and when we got back from that date at Disneyland, Chris tells me that her boyfriend was there waiting for her. I didn't know that, but that was our first date, and it was a fairly quick romance. I was going to BYU in the spring, or in the fall. That was about 3 months in Burbank. We were married in Burbank at a home, a small backyard of some friends of theirs, and they had just a small reception with cookies and punch, and trying to think of the name. I was really excited about the wedding, as one does. I didn't have any doubts about Mom. I had no questions that she was the right one. It was a short courtship, and we took our honeymoon up to Northern California. Well, not really northern, but central, up to Lake Tahoe, beautiful lake. And I asked my father if we could use his Lincoln Continental, but his dad's worth it, I guess. He says no. I'd already purchased a Volkswagen, 1965 new Volkswagen, for $1,600. So we took the Volkswagen up to the lake and spent, I think, about 3 days there. We stayed at some relatives on the way, at my Uncle Florence's house in La Selva Beach. One other place. Her brother Tom, who's passed away, had a book wrapped up waiting for us when we got there. It was kind of a book on sex education. Couples ought to know, and that was really nice of him to do that. So the trip was, got it for a second. Did you stop?